Sleep deprivation is one of the side effects shared by students doing all-nighters and other night shifts for workers like all of us here at Fox 2 News in the morning, don't you know? So we can relate with this next topic, the sometimes short-term euphoria felt by not getting enough sleep. Dr. Ojale nods. Yes, I know all about that. He's from the Clayton Sleep Institute, and it sometimes leads to goofiness and punchiness, which is why we're sometimes goofy on this morning show, Thursdays especially. An accumulation. But it's bad, right? Depending on your job.
It really is ultimately bad. And there is a sense of euphoria in some folks who are sleep deprived, but that euphoria is not necessarily a positive thing because it leads to risky behavior and irrational risk-taking. And so you see this when people who are driving or operating heavy equipment. You wouldn't want that person having a sense of euphoria, operating effectively a lethal machine. In addition to that, it affects us in other aspects of our lives. If you take that sort of sleep deprivation, risk-taking, and sometimes euphoria to the workplace, people who are making decisions about our jobs, the future of our country,
dealing
the future
with a lot
of our corporations.
Sure.
Exactly. People are jetting all over the world and making decisions when they may not be in a position to think clearly. And so this is a very interesting topic.
I think of this Japanese official who was up for hours and hours and hours dealing with the Fukushima nuclear disaster in Japan. It's like, come on, get some sleep. The public was even saying that. But you say this also leads to addictive behavior?
It can lead to more addictive behavior because what it does tend to do is lead to higher risk-taking. And it starts to prey on the chemicals in our brain, things like dopamine, which lead or put us at risk for addictive behavior and higher risk-taking.
This test that was done, it included Harvard and what was the other university? California, Berkeley. Very interesting. Very interesting. And you can use a lot of this information.
We do use it. And actually, we've done some work in a similar vein using college students and studying stress and sleep deprivation. So what it becomes clear is that these things feed on each other. The less sleep you get, the more stressed, the more risky behavior you participate in, and consequently, you tend to sleep even less.
So all you students out there, get some sleep. Don't cram for the test. Get up early and study for it before the test and obviously weeks before.
Sure. Well, and
they'll do better.
Students need to know something. There's some very good data that suggest firmly that studying effectively and getting a good night's sleep is critical to cementing those memories and that knowledge into their brain. And so students who actually study and get a good night's sleep prior to the exam statistically do significantly better than students who cram. So as we enter May, I think it'd be a good time for them to do that.
I've also heard study a little bit in the room where you will be taking the test.
That can be effective.
Apparently it works with the brain. Dr. Ojale, thanks for coming in.
Appreciate it.
Clayton Sleep Institute. Randy, so much we can learn from that place.
I know, definitely. All right, thank you.